How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat Mac here, Coach of the Sacramento Sandslash, playing in week 2 of the TGR Restricted League up against BreadPuddingOfficial, coach of the Vancouver Hatennas. You can see our team up above, their team down below. Both teams arranged in speed order, of course, as well as the 6 Pokemon that we are bringing and the 6 Pokemon that I think the Vancouver Hatennas would bring to our match. This matchup is very interesting. I think he has the majority of this fast speed mode. And so we're gonna get to play a little bit of the slower speed mode up against his team. I think Trick Room's gonna be pretty important against his team, which I think he could see that coming, which is one reason I think that like Musharna Escavalier could come for this matchup. So yeah, and then part of it is playing Weather Wars too, because he has the Kyogre, of course, and so I'm bringing both Drampa with Cloud 9 and I'm bringing Alola Ninetales to reset weather. So kind of 2 ways to fight up against that mode for his team. And then I also kind of look at his team, and I don't really see very many Veltal resists. There is 1 resist to Dark, that's the Urshifu, who is weak to Flying, and then everything else is neutral or better damage. So I think that Veltal looks like it could be pretty good this game, provided we can keep it alive, right? Kyogre is a super scary Pokemon, and it has Ice Beam, so it's something that we really need to be aware of. And then, of course, like Gardevoir can be a little scary if it's able to get Moonblast onto our Veltal. But we're pretty bulky, so I think that will be okay in this matchup. Anyway, we'll see what 6 he decides to bring in just a moment. Okay, and there's his team, and, well, we almost got everything right. He's not trying to set Trick Room himself at all. He just has a Mon to fight in Trick Room, and then he has the Urshifu as well. So, not really surprised about this at all, but it is something we need to make sure we're prepared for. And I am prepared for Urshifu, I just wasn't 100% sure if it was going to come or not. Okay, so against his team, like, Veltal Comfy looks pretty good. I kind of like having like Ninetales or Drampa in the back as a way to switch into reset weather, I think. Or kind of turn off the weather mode. And then potentially like set Trick Room on Comfy could be an idea. Jellicent looks pretty good as well. I probably need the damage output from Lurantis. And actually Lurantis looks totally fine against their team. So I probably will just use that as the Mon. I think I have the option of going with like a Ninetales start in a different game, but I do want to have Drampa because I think that it looks pretty good against his team overall. And so I think that's the 6 we'll use for game 1, and we'll switch things up if we need to in later games. So no Ninetales, no Jellicent. It kind of feels like Jellicent should come because the only thing that really... Well, I guess there are a couple of things that kind of scare it. So like the Raichu is a little scary. But like Strength Slap would be really good against the Escavalier if he starts that. Starts Urshifu Escavalier. Interesting. That is not at all what I thought would come. So this is kind of an interesting setup, because I could just like... I kind of want to just protect here, because I think the Urshifu protects also. Kind of fearing an attack from me. So I think I'm just going to protect here, and then I almost think... like I could Oblivion Wing and hit either one of these. Like both of these are going to be totally good options. The Escavalier is a little more scary against my team. With what I have here. And then I think I can deal with the Urshifu. Although it could be Sash, so like I'd want a way to break that potentially. Let's go after the Urshifu first. We protect, which I think means he did not protect. And Urshifu close combat's into Veltal. Yeah, we take that pretty well. We're very bulky. And we'll heal up with the Oblivion Wing here too. So that's looking pretty good. My guess is he's Sash. Kind of just based on having attacked against this team. And we'll heal up all that damage, so that's probably fine, yeah. And then we can get a Draining Kiss on it next turn, and we'll be totally fine. So this is kind of a wasted turn for him, in my opinion. Oh, and he also Iron Heads. Interesting. So I'm just going to Draining Kiss Urshifu here, and then I'll... Oops, not Sucker Punch. I'll Oblivion Wing the Escav. Having the Urshifu go down right away makes my Drampa a little safer too. Like, I feel much better about having that Pokemon without Urshifu around. Escavalier switches. Going to Kyogre. Okay. This is a pretty good situation, I think. Yeah, because we're going to get some chip damage on this, which is kind of nice. With the Draining Kiss, so we'll be able to KO the Urshifu. I'm kind of thinking it doesn't have Protect, just based on it not going for a Protect right there. Like, maybe you just, like, use that as an opportunity to, like, get your Kyogre in freely. Although I guess this is a way to... Yeah, this is almost a way to get, like, a free swap in, which, like, makes sense to have done that. I think the Escav is a way to... And there's the Kingdra. Okay. I think I want to... Setting Trick Room now actually sounds kind of nice. Do I even live 2 hits from this from this group? I think setting Trick Room now looks pretty good, and I kind of want to Snarl here as well, although going for a Protect could be nice. It just depends on which Mon I think it's going to target. If they target Veltal, actually them KOing Veltal might be really nice, because it means that I can get in Lurantis. And if they don't, then I can get a Snarl off, and these two ones that are normally special attackers could get their special attack dropped, which I think would be pretty good. Yeah, both special attackers. Wow, that's so much damage. Freaking crazy. We do get our Citrus Barrier to prop here, so let's see how much damage this Kyogre does, which I'm assuming it's going to be a lot. Maybe I could have gone for... Oh, 2 KOs. Okay, not exactly what I wanted to have happen. I could have gone for, like, Sucker Punch there, which would have been nice. Yeah, probably would have been worthwhile. So we'll get Drampa and Lurantis in, so we won't have to worry about the water. Maybe it would have been better for me to switch into Drampa. Yeah, maybe it would have been better to switch into Drampa. Okay, those false. Like, switch the Kyogre in, and then we could have gone from there. So I think I will just go for, like... I could just go Grass Knot plus, like, Leaf Storm and KO the Kyogre, which doesn't sound like the worst idea. Yeah, and I think I kind of like that, how that sounds. And I can go for a Leaf Storm here, too. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think it's protecting here. I think they're both attacking. Kingdra swaps, actually. Okay, that's kind of nice. If he protects, like, ooh, this is going to be kind of bad. But we'll see. Just for Ice Beam. Okay, I'm very bulky on both these Pokemon, so I should be able to take a hit. Yeah, I'm pretty good there. Oh my god, that freaking status. I swear. Freeze needs to get out of here. Okay, this game became a lot harder, which is just what Freeze does. Oh wait, do we just unfreeze? Oh, all right, cool. That's kind of sick. Well then, let's go with Heat Wave, and then I'm also going to superpower the Escavalier. Yeah, because the Heat Wave should be enough to pick up the KO on Kyogre, and then assuming that we can live this hit also, which it's not guaranteed. Yeah, that's close. So we'll get the hit off on the Escav, get our boost going here, and yeah, okay, so they KO the Drampa, which is a little unfortunate. And now we're in a 2v1 situation. So I'm going to superpower the Kyogre here, because I want to have the defense to deal with the Escav. Gosh, that does so much damage. Pokemon's so scary. This probably means that they can get in Kingdra, and like I think Rain is still going. Oh, Rain stopped. Okay, so that's kind of nice actually. Am I? Okay, and leftovers. I thought so. But we pick up the KO on Kyogre. Okay, and this is tough. I don't know if we're gonna be able to 2v1 this. I'm gonna protect here, just to like maybe get a little bit more information, know if they have a flying move, and then I'll look to attack them here. Yeah, they have Draco. Okay. Yeah, so the Draco's gonna finish us off. It's just providing they don't miss. Yeah, so the turn where I lost both Comfy and Veltal was definitely a problem. And I think if I were to like replay that turn, I would have switched to get rid of the weather boosting from their team. So I'm just going to Superpower again. I'm going to go down to either one of these here. So let's just see how much damage I do to the Kingdra if I live. And then the Jellicent actually looked pretty good against how the rest of this game played out, because I would have been able to Strike Sap up against the Escav, and it would not have been as scary. But I think that one turn where I lost both of those Mons to the Water Spout was definitely a mistake, right? I think it was an avoidable one, because I could have switched the weather around, I could have... I could have brought in my Cloud Minewon, and I think I would have been in a much better situation right there. But I kind of thought that I'd be able to live those hits. I'm very bulky on both Comfy and Elantis, but the water boost I think was enough for it to finish those Mons off. So thinking about like how I want to play into this next game, I don't know if there's a whole lot that I want to change. Like I thought the Mons that I had looked pretty good. Actually, no, because I just said the Jellicent I thought looked good. So I am going to bring Jellicent this time. I need to be aware of the Raichu switching things up, but I don't think that the I don't think the Crobat is going to come. So I don't need to worry about that at all. I could start with Ninetales, and would that matter at all? Not really. Like, it would be kind of nice to get some speed control if they do go for the start that they did. But then I don't have a way, like, if they swap Kyogre in afterwards, to, like, reset the weather. So I think I have to go with, like, either Drampa or Ninetales. I don't know if I can fit both on the team. And I think I want to go with Jellicent, too. I think the Lurantis could have been very good had it not... had I got Trick Room set up. I kind of like the lead that I had to start out with. I think that would have been worked pretty well against pretty much anything he had going on. The Drampa... I feel like the Drampa can work. Although I really want to have, like, Jellicent in there too. Maybe I could go, like, Jellicent and Lurantis. But then, like, that's not great to be able to deal with, like, his weather mode going on. Could I go with the Ninetales also? Like, this leaves me very, like, damage weak. Because, like, Ninetales doesn't have a whole lot of extra damage going on. But not being able to deal with the weather doesn't seem great either. So I think I am going to swap these two out. No. I need to go Drampa. Ooh, okay. Dang, that was a lot of thinking. I'm not really sure if that was the right play at all. Because I think that Jellicent looks good, but like trying to fit it in with the amount of damage output that I needed for my team just doesn't seem right. And Drampa, I think, looks good against their team. They targeted down heavily in that game, though. Kyogre is too. Okay. I'm gonna swap. Oh, jeez. How do I want to play this? I don't think he can KO me all in one hit, so I'm gonna Oblivion Wing the Urshifu, and I'm also going to just break the Sash, I think. Could I start Trick Room from the start? Actually, that sounds way better. let's do that. Let's trick room right away. He does have Iron Head too. I'm a little concerned that this just KOs my trick room setter immediately. I couldn't have protected though. And it's Water Spout too. But I'm not gonna die from the Water Spout on Veltal. God, that does so much damage. Freaking Veltal's so crazy strong. Okay, so I lose Comfy immediately, which is not a great situation to be in. Because that really is like my main way of dealing with this would have been a great place for Hail, actually. Yeah, this would have been a great place to have Hail. So I am gonna go into Lurantis, and I'm gonna swap into Trampa. I could also protect Lurantis. No, I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna Snarl, and then I'm also going to. Do I want to protect this mon? Actually, I kind of want to protect this. I'll take one hit from Urshifu. Lurantis is probably my best way of winning this game, though. I think I will go Drampa here. Maybe they Wicked Blow. Maybe they Wicked Blow instead of close combating. But it would be... maybe I could have Sucker Punched, actually. Sucker Punch might have been the way to go, too. But getting rid of the weather might be good here. Oh, they close combated. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I've just made a lot of misplays here. Like, I don't know... Yeah, because I honestly, like, having Ninetales would have made that, like, beginning a lot better. Yeah, and we just KO'd from the Water Spout in Rain. Single target. Yeah, if I had gone for, like, a Sucker Punch, I would have been in a much better situation there. God, going up against Kyogre teams is so tough. It has such a hard time dealing with that mon. Yeah, so Kyogre's picked up both these KOs. And then there's no way I can fight up against both these mons. So they KO Comfy. It KOs Veltal. Yeah, so much damage. And yeah, there's just so much damage in Rain. I think in this match, I think it was more like mistakes that I made rather than like the game being unwinnable. Because I think I could have made some like changes to like have Ninetales as an option. I could have had Jellicent as an option. Like all of those things would have made this match a little bit better. And like I did have them in the team and I chose not to use them, right? And so like having Ninetales to start out in game 2, having the Scarf would have been really good. Because then I could have like gone for a like Icy Wind into an Oblivion Wing and gotten the KO on Urshifu that way, and then that mon wouldn't have been a problem. And then Icy Winds would have been able to help me with dealing like with some more speed control that way. Although it still would have been Rain as the weather, and so like Water Spout still would have done a massive, crazy amount of damage. So like, and like you don't want to be you don't really want to be slower than Kyogre either, because like then he just gets off the crazy damage immediately. So I think like Sucker Punch I think would have been a good call there at some point, because I could have picked off the Urshifu that way. That would have been a pretty good option. Draining Kiss to like KO the Urshifu would have been pretty nice too. But honestly, Water Spout just does so much damage. And so like having that mon on the battlefield immediately just put me under so much like offensive pressure right away. And so could there have been a different start I'd gone with? Like maybe Jellicent would have been the way to go instead of Comfy, but Comfy's so good against Urshifu. And like the reverse is the opposite, right? Like Jellicent is not very good against Urshifu, so would have been a little scary to deal with. I don't know. Anyway, good game over to Bread. That was a tough game, and I'm not 100% sure what changes I would have made in that match. But I have a couple people that are watching, and of course, if you have any ideas, like, throw them in the comments. Let me know what you think, and if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one.